Quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. This is a play in this wild card matchup. 3rd and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read the keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Cincinnati set to take over once again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea. The concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Patriots take over. Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Boy, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. 1st down, right back to Lindsay. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Maher is good. And that will make it 6-0.
Bengals, nothing.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. They begin with a run by Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6 inside the 30.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. 3rd down here.
Covered by Xavier McKinney.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Defense.
What's up, man?
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But it's going to be 2nd down. To the air again, Burrow. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for T. Higgins.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out on the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. It's a 15 and a fresh set of downs. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's home. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jonnu Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup, as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this Wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get back to you two in just a second. But first, let's remind everybody what's coming up tomorrow in the AFC. We've got the 3-6 game, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars squaring off against the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, in our game, it took a little while to get settled in, but we were in for a battle royale in this second half. And to call the action, let's go back to the guys who've been there all year, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made. And got his man, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Logan Wilson gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two, you got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. Muscles him off. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
These guys have punted 4 times already. 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10. At their own 29-yard.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Back to throw now on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll run the option to start the drive. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Mike Hilton. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 9 now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 33, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And that is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
New England.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
And this one's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
At the 2-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain that time. And it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
The third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And no, it's incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. It was the big run that got him down into position, and then they finish it off one play later with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, and they've got them really thinking to themselves, after that big run, they're probably going to come back and hit us again with the same thing or something similar. Instead, they go to the air, and it's a touchdown that way.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all of your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll buy some time right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, but now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards.
The
dumps it underneath here to Lindsey.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion. Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve. And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game. And this is secured by the... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it.
Recovered by the Bengals.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it. And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better. Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Sets up 4th down.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles. Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that They're down to none? Yes, exactly right. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try to draw Lindsey, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete.
The Patriots, as they so often do, moving on to the playoffs as we say so long, everybody.